good story has a turning point. That moment where everything that was previously vague suddenly makes sense. Welcome to the Sebcast, home of the #1 network for your life. Here, we flip our cherished stories on their heads, explore what history might have missed, and discover together how Jesus invites us into a bigger story where we live, work, and play. For the Bible, that pivotal moment is not a law, an idea, or a building. It is a person. The entire story of God centers on Jesus Christ. When the two disciples walked to Emmaus in Luke 2:27, they were disappointed and confused. For them, the story was over, the hero was dead, the dream broken. But then Jesus walked with them and began to tell of Moses, of the prophets, of every page that has always been about him. Suddenly they saw it. He is not a footnote to Israel's story, he is the story. This is the core of Sola Christus, not Jesus plus something, just Jesus. Not as an ornament to a larger picture, but as the center through which everything comes into focus. Many people read the Bible as disconnected fragments, a collection of moral lessons or religious quotes. But if you place Christ at the center, the entire perspective shifts. The Old Testament becomes the preparation, the cross the climax, and the resurrection the starting point. Christ is the bridge between God's dream and our reality, the place where heaven and earth meet. When he becomes the center, our way of living changes. The world no longer revolves around our own agendas, but around the King's movement of restoration. We begin to see that every part of our lives, our work, family, time, and gifts, is part of God's greater story. At SA Congregation, we say, we are the leading network for your life, a network that helps people reorganize their lives around the center of Christ. It is not a new program, it is a new perspective. When Christ becomes the center, everything finds its place again. Despair turns to hope, isolation transforms into community, and faith becomes life. So perhaps you should ask today, if Christ is the center of God's story, is he also the center of yours? Because when you place him there, everything begins to make sense again. Until tomorrow, take care.